I have two challenges that I kind of want to just mush together. I have a challenge for Paul. This is an interesting one. They want advice on D&D campaigns.
From me?
However, we can open it up a little bit here, which is we also have a challenge on what are we going to do if Ian tried to defend ourselves from a fifth button. So Paul, if you were to give some advice on a D&D campaign, specifically for a party of adventurers trying to protect themselves from the evils of 5 dance party buttons.
The evils of 5 dance party buttons.
Give you a bit of a prompt there.
I mean, from your from the player standpoint, I mean, what you want to do if you're being attacked by a villain with a button that I guess it's a button because there are spells that like cause you to uncontrollably dance.
Ooh.
And stuff.
Yeah.
So it's been enchanted in a button. They throw the button.
One of the most dangerous and effective spells for in terms of influencing people. There's something called hideous laughter, which makes somebody laugh uncontrollably, which in a combat situation is actually incredibly debilitating.
Yeah.
There's also Otto's irresistible dance.
Yeah. Otto was a really cool guy, apparently. Anyway,
Yeah.
so you have a button. So there's like some evil wizard that has a button that makes you dance uncontrollably. I mean, you got to get down your anti-magic stuff. Presumably, you got to.
All right.
You got to get your. You want to get your heavy duty hitters in there fast.
Yeah.
Something that I know. I was in a group that we tried one time. Is what we did is we. Our like barbarian wore dressed up as a wizard, wore like a wizard hat.
Oh,
and like a wizard robe.
So they went to gank the mage,
and so they go to gank the mage, and would like stand at the back at the beginning, and then like they would go, and then he would just like charge through and smash everybody.
and there's no observation check. Like, oh, this wizard seems unusually swole.
Yeah, that's the muscle wizard strategy.
Oh god, the muscle wizard.
Yeah, the anti-magic field is very effective, although dangerous, because then nobody can use. Actually, the other very effective thing. So there's the trick in D&D is if you try to cast like silence on a wizard, they get a bunch of saves.
Okay.
Because you're trying to cast it on a wizard.
Sure.
What you do is you cast silence like on the barbarian. And then the barbarian runs up and tries and fights the wizard, bringing within 10 feet, which is within the range of the silence.
Oh!
And the barbarian doesn't really care if nobody can hear him because he's just smashing away.
He's just yelling.
That is next level spellcast.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the trick, because
The barbarian is a silence delivery mechanism.
Yeah. Or you put it on like an arrow and shoot it at the wizard or something. Like the idea is you don't cast it directly on your target. It's kind of like a magic thing, right? It's like if it's not targeting the wizard, so the wizard doesn't get a save. It's just going right beside the wizard.
Interesting. Wow. All right. That's a next level strategy.
Yeah, the
here.
silence on the arrow and the archer shoots the wizard is a well established thing. But the nice thing about doing it to the barbarian is that
they feel included.
The arrow the wizard just takes out and throws away. The barbarian, it's a little harder to get away from.
To relocate them. So all right. So we're saying here that the best way to beat the fifth button.
You got to take out the
is to treat it like it was an evil wizard. So silent spells, barbarians. There's a suggestion from engineering, which is, what if the buttons aren't being delivered? What if they're actually reproducing, and the trick is actually to kill the existing buttons to keep the buttons to keep the population down? Thoughts on that?
Yeah. That would be. So then you've got to. That's just a containment thing, I think. You got to get your area effect spells.
Like your Scotch tape.
Yeah. Going. Yeah. Or your entanglement, I guess, is what we're doing now. Your webs and so forth. Yeah, that's what you want to do for that one.
If you smash 3 of the buttons, presumably one can't reproduce on its own. Though I guess we did go from 1 to 2. Maybe
Yeah.
they can.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have some sort of
Like a cell, they divide.
a dividing thing.
We
Yeah,
may-
they have
we-
asexual
yeah.
reproduction.
Oh,
We
that's
may be
terrifying.
dealing with an button scenario. There is a source, a font of which all
The original-
buttons come
Oh,
from.
the
What if they're like
maybe-
gremlins and they get
maybe-
wet? They
but-
never give a button water.
But maybe back at Ian's house, there's like a giant button.
It's
Ah.
like butting other smaller buttons.
Yeah, and then if we
The
kill
button queen.
if we kill that button,
Right.
Oh my
then
god.
all the other buttons will die.
So there's the quest.
The
The
button
quest is to
queen.
create a party to hunt down the button, find
Kill-
and slay the button queen.
We just need to send some people over to Ian's house. Just, hey, Ian, how you doing?
We do keep tying the buttons together in some sort of creepy,
cute square.
A
button
mother
square.
button.
Yeah.
The button
Yeah.
Hydra. Every time
I-
you smash a button, it causes more problems.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
at
every
least,
button you destroy, 2 shall rise in its place.
at least this way they're contained.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
just-
if it's a troll kind of situation, you want to kill the button and then burn it.
Light it on fire. I'm
Yeah.
just picturing the barbarian right now with a torch on the button. It's just
Well, there used to be, I don't think it's a thing anymore, but in old editions of D&D, barbarians actually had a special thing where they got extra experience and bonuses to destroy magic items. Like they actually, they were actually like actively trying to destroy, which by the way, like as a general rule, like trying to like say like break a magic wand and stuff is like a super bad idea.
Interesting.
Because it tends to like explode.
Huh.
But
Yeah.
barbarians had like big advantages, and they got bonus experience to destroy. So I think a barbarian is actually what you want for your button thing. Plus they can do like dancing, but also attacking with their swords or axes or whatever. So maybe the like forcing the barbarian to dance is not even going to help you too much.
I mean, a barbarian is basically a step away from being a metalhead.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true.